York, what liens don't get wiped out? So what actually stays with the property and what should you be aware of? And one of the big ones is basically county code enforcements generally don't get wiped out because the county has put those on the property, and the county's not the biggest fan of erasing their own mortgages. Now, sometimes they can be negotiated. So, perfect example. Back in the day, I went to a Troy, New York auction, and here's an example. There was like 500 people at the auction. There was 100 properties, and I didn't think I was going to get anything, but I ended up getting a house for $6,000. It should have been worth like 30 fixed up. I was young. This was like 18 years ago. I didn't read the rules. And I think I had like 90 days to fix the code enforcements. And then I didn't read that part. So I started getting like bills and notices in the mail. And so you got to read the rules, right? Which is very, very important when it comes to this game. So check anything, maybe the county has been mowing the grass there. There's grass cutting liens that don't get erased. And then also make sure when you buy one of these properties that if you're buying, make sure to see, is the tax deed sale bringing the taxes current? Now, IRS liens are something to keep an eye out for, but they generally only last about 90 days. So we're not too afraid of those as well. Now, obviously, you need to check things out for the county that you're going in. So, Josh, New York tax liens, what's happening there? Are some counties offering tax liens? If they are, how does it work? Because some states do both liens and deeds. And is New York doing tax liens?
Right. Yeah. And so that's a great question, like tax liens, and then what's the interest rate, of course, because, if you're going to do tax liens, you want to do it at a desirable interest rate. And so it is very different than, say, like Florida, where there's a statutory set interest rate for the whole, right? And so it's the same number from one state to the next, from one county to the next in Florida. But in New York, it will actually be different from county to county. And so NYC lien sale, that would be one of the big ones. That's going to be somewhere between like 6% up to 18%. And so that's very desirable. If you can get something, a New York City lien at 18%, I mean, if you're sitting on like a 3 to 5% CD, that's going to be something that's like, 5 times the amount, right? And so you can earn interest, a very high interest rate. But other counties in New York City could be something else. You might get up into the double digits, and 20% could be 10, 12. So it is very different from county to county, but NYC is going to be the same, which is, that 6 to 18%. But definitely you want to go and prioritize the ones that are higher. And so they could have a little bit more competition. And so just go ahead and look at past results, see what's kind of happening, what properties are selling for to determine which the best one is. But yeah, it's going to be very different, but it'll all be within that range.